All right, boys. We are here with quite the fucking squadron right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, including myself. Noah Thisbemyalt, Excelgor, Donnie PP, myself, Pack, Rhodey, and Timmy Shitwrecked him himself. All of us are here, and we're gonna do these fucking stupid ass predictions. None of us know half of these tiers, but
TSR really got the best intro. That's crazy.
yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm hoping you didn't show the. I'm hoping you didn't show the people my nickname in the server.
No. All I can see is my screen.
All right, incredible.
All right, we are less than a minute into the video, and Pack has already spoken over 4 people.
Fuck you, bro. This is crazy.
Shit happens.
Anyways,
and half the time it's been Tyler breathing into his mic.
Okay.
It's not a video.
The first matchup is the Battle Girls and Friends, which we have both managers in this call right now. I don't know how much.
Shit, beef.
I don't know how much either of us are gonna add to these.
Can both of you guys have like a UFC standoff right now?
Where we just like look at each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Just engage the shit talk.
I'm
Do it right now.
you
Get
in
it all
front of me
out
right now. Okay. First of all, you have Alpha Rabbit in best of 3. If Zachary doesn't win this week, I'm selling him back.
Bruh. Yeah.
Damn.
I never predict Zachary to lose.
Yeah,
I never predict Zachary to lose.
Absolutely not. ODR is about to go 17-0. Meru is gonna break My Knight's streak. My Knight's on a tear, by the way, which is fucking nuts. Good for him.
Undefeated. Yeah.
Bebo might finally win an SS game.
He would have to play it out first.
Yeah. If he doesn't play guys. Yeah.
Okay, so for this prize, can I predict all your games, or we're gonna go through these?
Okay. Let's go. ODR versus GXC, motherfuckers.
GXC is a really capable player, but dude, ODR is undefeated, and I've liked his team choices better than any other SS player, so I favor him here.
Listen, he's GoDR for a reason, because this dude's a fucking beast. I never bet against him.
Here we go. Yeah, ODR is just, it seems. I'm gonna go with that, man.
Yeah,
Nobody else can hold a candle to what ODR's been doing in SS. Nobody.
Yeah, I don't want to say too much, but I love having that man on my team's lineup.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna stay away from this because it's bad juju to predict yourself to win. So no friends, but I'm not saying
Friends in the shit.
All right, pussy.
I just love that man.
Here.
The goat.
Why do we have 17 friends in this chat? I hate you so much. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
No bias,
My
right?
Night.
I thought we were going around that. I was like, wait, we have 5 people on this team. Anyway, okay.
My Night versus
Okay,
Meru.
Midnight versus Meru.
Raichi.
Yeah, true. Okay, My Night Meru. How do we feel? The
Midnight, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Disrespect him.
Chris Wanka's not here, by the way. Unfortunately, it's really upsetting.
Yeah, to make up.
I've come to try to replace the glory that is Chris Wanka, but can't live up.
We actually brought in 5 different people to try to replace the one man, the legend, Chris Wanka.
Yeah.
It really takes that one.
Still not working.
Okay, My Night Meru.
Anyway, this
My
game.
Night Meru.
One of us has to get in our car immediately, or else this isn't gonna work. All right, I got you.
Okay, so
Okay,
we
well,
all
anyway,
agree
My
that
Night-
the battle between the Battle Girls and the Friends, Chris Wanka's winning.
Oh, absolutely.
Like he's just winning the week, is what it is.
Yes.
All right, real talk.
My Night is 3-0, and Meru is what, like 3-1?
3-1.
Can I say something about Meru? Okay. So I know like these pre-tour like rankings for each tier can get like a little a little whack. But dude, Meru was ranked 24th, and now he's 3-1. Like,
Just
respect to
saying.
that, dude.
Yup, tell him.
Is that SS or is that Meru?
Hey,
All right, Pat.
I'm not no.
Okay,
where you
I'm
going
fucking
with
around.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like it's pretty rare that Maru does well in UUPL.
Hey, well, he's doing well right now. That's all I know.
Meru always does pretty well. Like honestly, he's just been out of things.
The matchup's bound to be close. I really can't favor one over the other because My Knight hasn't been slotted in every week. But he
I
is
would say
undefeated
My
at
Knight
this point.
purely because Chris Wanka gave him that plot armor.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they're both in very similar situations. Like they both came in as like underdogs in SS, and they're both doing really well.
It's always good to see you.
Yeah, it's a cool game.
So, any final takes on any potential winners?
Anybody want to flip a coin?
I really just don't. I don't know. Maris 3-1. He's doing pretty lit, but I haven't really been following my Knights games. So
Yeah, I haven't really either, to be honest. I'm just gonna go with Meru.
I just hope to see a good game. I just hope to see a good game where Meru wins at the end for the score, but go either way, I guess.
I mean, if we're being real, who's really watching SSU games? But anyway, moving on.
Nobody.
Dude,
Alright.
I love Boots and Teleport.
Booty, and Bebo. Bebo Booty.
Alright, can I say it?
You can say it.
Oh, are you gonna be the one to make the joke?
No, I'm gonna be the one to shove reality into this.
This game is probably not happening, to be honest.
Let's hear it.
Okay, I hope it happens, but look, Bebo needs to redeem himself after. Look, okay, that game might have been unwinnable, but
no, that game was hella winnable.
It was. I think it was.
It was kind of
that game is the reason.
Teapot, but you know,
that game is the reason why the Friends lost 4-6 instead of potentially tying. I hope Bieber redeems himself, but I've heard Booty's more active as of late.
Really?
Things are getting easier for him. Yeah, so I hope he's more invested because we still haven't seen like.
Listen, I got nothing but faith in the Bebs. Young Beb's gonna come through and tear it up. I got faith.
Yeah, I have faith in Bebo too. I actually really like Booty. I've teamed with him for like a bunch of random shit, and I always like building for him and shit. And I think he's really
Booty's
good.
awesome.
Yeah. I like his ideas. Like he always comes up with.
Good.
I really like Booty's ideas in the builder. Like he always manages to come up with some really unique concepts, and I think I favor that plus like his overall skill against Bebo here.
Mm-hmm. And besides that, I mean, Bebo definitely just like, even though we have an unbreakable bond, me and him, you know, he's always there for me. I think he just hasn't seemed like he's really into us lately, especially considering he forfeited 5-6 last game. Yeah, Sabella actually playing and he cares. I think he definitely has a higher ceiling player too, just more experience. All that.
That's fair.
All right, I will say, I love B-Boat. B-Boat is lit. Our only ORAS win on Friends last year.
This is true.
I really like B-Boat. I'm actually shocked because his score right now is not great, right? Which I'm pretty shocked by that. I think Bebo is a much better player than that score reflects.
Yeah.
So I think he's coming back with a vengeance. But Booty is a tough opponent, so I could go either way. But I'm leaning towards Bebo. Bebo.
Okay.
That's Big Babs, dude. Big Babs gonna do it.
Yeah, I have faith in all my players, including Bebo, despite him being a slobbering idiot. Gandra versus Roses. I'm actually very excited to see this game because I like Gandra and I like Roses. Roses is 1-3 at the moment, and Gandra's very good, so it's tough. But
this is probably. I would say this game is tied for the highlight of the series. I would say.
Yeah, like either way it goes, they both have like super high ceilings as players, and I like watching them play a lot.
Yeah,
I think this will like largely come down to the team choices because, as far as I know, Vivola's Pride over here, he actually passed Gandra's entire builder.
Dude, I saw one of those teams a few weeks ago, and I couldn't handle it.
Man,
and it may be a shocking revelation, but Shiloh is actually using Vivola's Pride teams the entire tournament.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa!
Why are you leaking?
Out the strats like that, Christ, man.
So the question is Gandra going to sell this game? Because why not?
Dude, I mean, I was thinking about that, but like, I feel like Gandra respects himself too much as a human being to do so. But I mean, I don't know.
No,
I don't know. So who knows?
Now,
you would definitely sell in any other term, but he was saying in Barclay how he wouldn't sell in a tournament like this.
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't happen because it'd be a pretty cool game. But
just lulling.
I don't know. I'm really curious to see what both sides use.
I hope I don't see an Alvarez build. That's all I know. Actually, I hope I do. Never mind. Any other thoughts? Who do we think's taking it?
I would probably take Andres because he has more experience in the tier. Like he has, he won majors way back, and he just played it more over the years. But yeah, aside from that, they're both pretty competent. So
yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna give it to Gandra.
Anyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the SM results are what swings this matchup. Basically, like they're both really good players with good fundamentals. You know, I really think Gandra's experience in SM in that majors tournament really swings it here.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as guys are using something solid. Big disclaimer right there.
the next matchup is pretty hot, in my personal opinion.
Oh shit!
This
my
is
god!
Brody versus
Ryan. Killing Time wins this matchup every day of the fucking week.
Yeah, I don't know who this RSUU guy is on the Battle Girls.
Well, you got to say something, bro.
Can we get yours now? I know
any ORAS team built after 28.
All right, here. Let me give the ORAS analysis. All right, I predict. Here's what I think Tyler's gonna bring. I think Tyler's gonna bring a team that hasn't been good since 2018, and Ryan's gonna prep and bring the weirdest fucking shit I've ever seen, and then he's gonna win.
Yeah.
I will say, me and Ryan have been playing the game for like identical amounts of times, and we have never played in a tournament.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Oh
my god, that's hype, actually.
Hey, after this game, you can join the prestigious club of Got Fucked by Ryan Killing Time.
I can't wait.
I played him last year in UUPL. I brought Moltres in ORAS, and after the game, he brought a Rotom. He told me, "Yeah, I expected you to bring Moltres." Most fucking Chad thing I've ever heard on a Pokemon website.
Testing with Ryan is always the most frustrating thing because it's like,
for sure.
There'll randomly be an offensive Mon with like max HP and max defense, and I'll just get mad.
Bro.
I feel like Ryan has a completely different like perspective on the game as a whole as anyone else.
Every other person, yeah.
Literally every single person. But
it's very unique to say the least.
Wait, Tyler, when was the last time you played ORAS? Like 4 years ago in UPL?
In a tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably when it was
tournament like this. Damn.
I mean, I tested a
lot. It had been a while.
Yeah,
definitely. Like, you're definitely into things to some extent.
All I know is Tyler definitely posted a fucking Sylveon 4E team in his channel and is now frantically changing it as we discuss.
all right. So Ryan, we think Ryan's taking it. I'm sorry.
Ryan's just been more in tune with things. Like Tyler's definitely he's been playing more lately.
I'm excited for the game. I think it's gonna
than
be
he used to, but Ryan's
he's
just been playing it like every single tournament for the last like 3 years. So
I think Killing Time's got this. I'm sorry.
I will also say, all jokes aside, like Tyler is clearly a talented player. I'm very high on Ryan. I think his building style is so unique in ORAS. Like, it's impossible to prep for him in particular. And if there is anyone on PokemonShowdown.com that I am the most scared to play against in tournament, it's Ryan. Because I just have no idea what to expect, and he's a very competent pilot.
I'm pretty sure last year you told me I will not play against Ryan. Like, sub me out when we play Ryan, and then I made sure I played you against Ryan, and then you lost. So
you're a fucking dick for that. I didn't want to play. Listen, okay. I don't know. Has anyone here ever had a moment where they brought like a C tier Mon to a tournament game and their opponent was like, "Yeah, I totally expected that." Like, what? He's a genius. I just don't know. He's a god.
Okay.
We all get smashed. We all get smashed.
Okay, the next matchup I also think is pretty fire.
Jesus Christ!
Fink has migrated away from best of 3 and is playing Exodia. What are our thoughts?
I'm taking Exodia, dude. Exodia. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna give my honest opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear it.
Alcuin is gonna get some luck within the first 3 turns. It's kind of similar to last week, except there's no Brazilians. Finch is gonna get mad. Alcuin is gonna say some broken English, and then he'll get madder, and that'll be it.
Which space between his words
so
and
wins is what I'm hearing.
The question marks and exclamation points. Yep.
I'm feeling he's gonna win. He's gonna win.
Yeah.
Listen,
it's not gonna be clean, but it's gonna be. Yeah.
Alki has that rare ability in a player to just summon forth any amount of RNG. And I feel very comfortable having a player like that at my side.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean, when it's consistent,
I can't fault it.
I tried to buy him just so he could like bring that luck onto my other players, but Viv stole him away.
Not on my watch. I mean, you stole a few people.
You begged me in chat not to upbeat you.
Dude, that's my boy.
All right, look, all these hypotheticals are cool and all, but this matchup actually happened in what was it? UU World Cup, I think.
Okay.
So
nobody remembers.
Surprise.
Remembers that tournament.
Look.
Yeah,
my memory's full like this.
Especially me and Viv that were on US West. None of us remember that at all.
Yeah,
but in that game, Alcyone, surprise, got very lucky, but Finch had a cool head and he played it out, and he ended up winning it pretty convincingly. I think.
Oh, so I'll take Finch then.
I think I trust Finch's skills as a pilot more. I feel like Alcyon's teams and play are a bit erratic at times, and I really can't favor him here in good faith, unless he gets insanely lucky.
I will say, I will say, like, if we're being 100% honest, I don't think anyone on this site would disagree with the statement that, objectively speaking, Finch is the better player in black white. Like
that's true.
He's
black white.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah, for sure.
Finch is just like one of the better players. It is.
Yeah, and that's no disrespect on Alcyone, but anytime you look at a UUPL pool, and you see Finch's name on there, he's, no matter what the tier is, he's almost a guaranteed like top 2. Like every time he plays, he's a very good player, and especially in black white, like you gotta favor him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. So we have next to be a pretty shitty matchup.
Yeah, next.
Low light for sure.
This is the other highlight matchup.
Donnie Penis against Hayso.
Someone's gonna have to watch this and tell me how it goes. It seems pretty boring.
Yeah.
The TLDR.
I agree.
I mean, Bruce ain't wrong, but I can't wait to play Hayso, dude. He's always fun to play. Always fun to prep for.
Are you gonna pass him your team like 2 minutes before the game?
No, but I could do what I did with Tomahawk and send him my giant patient after I beat him.
Honorable.
That's
just drop it in his DMs after you beat his
Now,
like here,
for clarification, I had asked for the pace that I had given Nago, and I told him, yeah, I'll give it to you after our game. So I did.
All of you subs out there who are aspiring to be the greatest player on Smogon, just take notes from this dude. He wins and he passes out his teams.
Yeah. the entire world has his whole loader and he just wins anyways.
This man plays hot potato with his.
Look, man, when you are the meta, you just counter team yourself, and then you just win. You just win the game.
Speaking of, I expect Hayes tonight to both bring something. I hate to use the word honest, but I don't expect much cheese.
No rain.
Something fun, Robin Grass types.
Now that you said that he's gonna bring it for sure.
I mean, if he does, great on him, bro. Like, sure, it happens.
Okay.
Let's see, what's his records?
I don't think he's doing too hot from what I.
He's 2-2 apparently.
Oh, okay.
He has not been doing well in the luck department.
He is 2-2.
Yeah, that's him.
That is Hayes-up.
That's Hayes-up.
That is actually par for the course. That man has not been lucky last 3.
So based on that sentiment, I'm just gonna favor Carlos because I think it is pretty even between the two. They're definitely like 2 of the top 3-ish DPP viewers historically.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
But Carlos, he's been on top of this shit lately, and he's been killing it so far. So I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah.
I will say if we get something similar to Hayes's game versus Toma, in terms of how long it was, then it might be interesting.
That was the ugliest game I've seen in my life. No DPP UU game should ever go past turn 170.
How much was that? Like 180? 190?
Dude, how do you manage that? I was so mad.
Yo, I'm looking at the Battle Girls right now, and holy shit, My Knight is popping the fuck off for you guys just in general. Like he is
My Knight
the way
player currently.
Yeah, goddamn. Anyways, is Donnie Penis our final bold?
I think so.
I would say this is
in the past,
I would say this is probably damn near the most even matchup throughout the entire week. Like this is going to be a good game. It's definitely the highlight game of DPP. I would say.
I agree.
Yeah.
Although
I
a lot of the DPP games are just
spectators here.
Yo, can we just really quick say the DPP pool is consistently phenomenal through UT.
Yeah, I was just looking at this stuff. We have Tiago Tomahawk, and then Tony Fatty, and then we have Ash versus CS. Those are all going to be good.
Yeah, it's always a pool that's really committed. A bunch of talented guys that always bring cool stuff. Like that, this pool is by far the best in UU. I think
DPP pool is sick for sure.
It's because everyone actually likes the tier, and it's like not a drag to play.
It's very fun.
All right.
I do have So Tiago is out here running around as Domintastic number 2. Very cool.
Okay. Next matchup is our boy in this call currently, Timmy versus Reggie, also our boy.
Let's hear it. Roast the shit out of me, boys.
I mean, I'm personally going Timmy out of bias.
How am I roasting you if you're winning, dude? God damn, I hate Rag.
How's Rag doing so far? He's 2-2.
Rag is
TSR is 2-2.
How's Raichi?
Before we start, my losses have been to Quillfish HO stuff and nothing else.
Well,
strategy. If you're watching this video, Reggie, you know what to bring.
Yeah, goddamn.
You already know. You'd win versus the Rag, dude. You already know.
You know, I will say, my honest thoughts on this is, I feel like TSR, your biggest mistake so far has been like, I feel like you're bringing good squads, but, and I told you this the other day, like I feel like you're not scouting enough and worrying about the individual matchup. And I think now that you've like figured it out, got that corrected, I think you're going to be a menace in this pool. I really do. But of course, I love Raichi, so I'm going to say Raichi.
Shit.
Raichi's my fucking boy.
Complete 180.
Yo,
Raichi's a handsome man. I love him.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both users. I'm definitely a bigger fan of Timmy, so I personally am going to bold Timmy. But you know, I definitely think, unbiasedly, I would bold Timmy here, but I definitely see it going either way.
I think it is pretty even because Raichi's got off to a pretty rough start, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1-3. I definitely wouldn't have expected it from him.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, but before turn 1, if TSR drops a link to the blob nom emoji, then he might just have a shot to just win it all right before turn 1.
Oh boy!
It's true.
You know.
So who's our final bold?
I think because you're the one actually making the post, we're gonna bold the Rag.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say we're bolding TSR because there's like 5 friends in this call.
Okay.
But it is pretty.
Okay. Wait. Let's only hear the unbiased opinion from the non-friends and non-Brody too, because
that's
just me.
Yeah, Paco and Excel. No, technically me too.
No, Paco and Excel. You got best of 3. Someone break the tie or whatever.
Okay.
So who are you picking?
Slightest of edges to TSR because he's just doing better in this tournament. I'm
going to say Raichi just for the ratings, and so Noah has to go.
No, okay. So I was going to say when I said the Raichi thing, I was like kind of just memeing. I do think Raichi's really good, and he could definitely take this, but I don't know. I've loved seeing TSR in the ADV field, and I really want to see him win this. So I'm going with TSR.
Okay.
No bias. We're going with TSR.
Okay. This next matchup.
Oh my god!
This next matchup we have to all be unbiased. Okay?
Show.
Unbiased, please.
Show.
Okay.
Is there any
show? On to the next one. It's show.
Yeah, we're taking the show.
We're all rooting for the show.
I'm sorry, Larry.
Yeah.
Can we all take up like 30 seconds of the recording time just to chant Esterosa?
No,
not Esterosa. You got to say the show. It's the
just
show.
The show.
All right.
Oh, also, Pac, quick note
that everyone else. Showtime. I chant showtime.
Okay, go Rag.
Just something that I noticed or realized a couple minutes ago before we started this is that in ROAPL I'm teaming with PDC, which is the original show.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
He retired.
One show
exists.
It was PDC, then Chris Wanka, then the show. And that's it.
That's true. I mean, I think we got to redact those old shows.
Yeah.
Now there's one true show.
Especially after the last Predict video. Chris Wanka doesn't even exist.
He got canceled.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's actually getting flamed on Twitter as we speak.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on from GSC.
Anyway.
Moving on from GSC. We have Alpha Rabbit versus Zachary in best of 3.
We see, because we already went past the show, I don't have any interest in any of these anymore.
Okay, I mean, you can leave if you want.
We talked about it. We talked about it earlier in the recording. I think pretty much this entire call would favor Zachary. We're all good friends with Zachary, and I think Zachary's a really fucking good player.
Yeah, there's a little bit of bias there.
No, but real talk, Zachary's definitely more solid in all these 3 gens of UU.
I mean, come on.
He definitely has a lot more experience.
Even if he was like 0 and a million, he's Zachary. He's like one of the greatest UU players of all time.
I don't think you understand what a million means. If you literally own a million.
I know.
I will say, I think when it comes to all around like tier knowledge and tier skill, I think in all of this server, Zachary is probably the best all around player. And he stretches across a lot of
Zachary's just a great player in general. Like he's moved on from our relevant lower tier to play Big Johnson OU.
You mean our virgin breeding grounds?
That stings. We should just end the video right now. That stings.
Yeah.
Honestly, this call is already probably like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, bro, and we're through one. Okay, we're through run. Okay, we're moving on.
Because you guys are all friends.
Of the way.
I will say that, like, obviously, like with Zachary's name weight and like just as a player, unbiasedly, he'd get bolted. But I am excited to see Rabbit play.
I like Rabbit.
He's like real excited to play, and I think he's gonna do good things this tour.
He's cool. I like Rabbit.
He is really solid. Like when I played him in majors or masters, I robbed him as fuck. It was not fair. I should not still be in this tour.
Hey, don't worry about it.
He's definitely skilled.
At the end of the day,
hot take.
At the end of the day, wait, go.
My bad. Hot take though, Rabbit SS might be better than Zachary's SS because early on in SS, like we're talking a year ago, he won like the launch tour, and since then he's low-key been involved in SS.
Yeah.
So I would go as far as to say I don't think that's a hot take. I just expect Zachary to win enough in SM or S for him to be favored.
Oh, he's very favored in those tiers for sure.
Yeah, I think overall,
I would still expect it to be close though.
Sure, yeah.
It's gonna be a good series. Honestly, the Friends series has a lot of really good games.
Yeah. Okay, so we need to move on so this fucking shit isn't 7
hours. Brazil versus the Smashers.
Yeah.
Okay. This will be quick.
And this first matchup is easy as fuck because it's highways. Sorry.
All right, yeah, now I can turn on asshole mode.
He could first win. He could the second one. Come on.
Momentum
against.
Oh, he's 1-3.
Okay, if we're being real, Highway's only lost last week because he's playing the show. So.
That's very true.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
He was playing the show in like his home territory. Like, you don't just step to the show in GSC.
You can't just guest star on the show and come out with a victory. You just can't do it.
Oh shit! Astraz Dakora is finally freed. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just thought it too. I'm happy.
Okay. So, how are we feeling about this? I personally would bold Clark because it's UUPL Highways. I actually have a pretty higher opinion of Highways. I feel like than most, but. You know, gotta keep the mean.
Numbers will win.
It's so weird.
If Highways were ever to win, it's the time.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to go Clark here.
I don't really know that much about SS, so the one thing I will say is like I'm in the Smashers team chat, and Clark seems like the most enthusiastic person I've met in a while, and so I pretty much always pulled him because. In Pokemon, if you're really enthusiastic and you really care, there's a good chance you're gonna win. Like the prep is important.
Somewhat, yeah.
Well, I mean,
the effort's
I can't predict luck. I also can't predict your player forfeiting on turn 12.
Yeah, but, I can't either. I can't either.
All I know is that Clark was the first one to bring the Jeff Bezos of momentum, so he's changing the meta as we speak.
Oh, also, I do like how Noah always prefaces his predicts by his bias, but...
Listen, I said it before we started the recording. I don't know dick about any tier, like, player-wise, outside of ADV, DPP, and ORAS. Like, you know, I gotta have personal preference.
Yeah, fuck it. Dude, every prediction post is biased, even if they don't, claim otherwise.
Fucking around.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, Clark is, like you say, he's just really into it. He's really active and all that, and he seems to be more of a rhythm. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, fuck it, dog.
He seems to like playing teleport boots, and if you enjoy this, you're gonna do well. I really do.
Yeah, dude.
And you're also a masochist. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay. Weird thing about Highways is he always does he's been popping off in individuals for a while now.
Yeah, for all of SS pretty much. Yeah.
Well, then these team tours coming. Yeah.
Yeah, it do be like that. Some people translate just poorly.
Okay, so this next game.
Yeah, Luthier versus Simps.
Are we thinking that Luthier's going to forfeit at 5-6 or no?
I think he actually might play it out.
I think he might play it. I think he might go for luck.
Both of them are 2-2.
Yo, I will say, Cindy, you know, we talk all the time, like we're friends and all that. Cindy, I actually had a pretty negative opinion of Cindy's playing ability until the last snake, where he really popped off. And I don't SS just seems like it's meta. He's been performing like really well in it, as far as I've seen.
Indeed.
I'll say that
whenever Vale's an option, Cindy's going to be popping.
Hey, true.
That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'll say that like earlier Noah said that KT was his least favorite person to play. It's definitely Cindy for me, because every time I play him, he does some shit that like I don't agree with, but it works out, and I want to break my fucking keyboard.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dude, Cindy, I love Cindy. I think he's great. I've always had a higher opinion of him than I think most people. But he's definitely a cheeser, and if there is a meta to cheese in, it is probably this one. So
yeah, the thing about it is, like back in the day, he wouldn't just bring like cheese. It would just be like cheese with like just like this like stupidest 2 or 3 mons or sets or whatever, and that always came off as like a to me, if I'm being brutally honest here, it came off as like a lack of confidence. But in more recent times, he's just been feeling a lot more comfortable with all kinds of builds, even though he is a cheeser. He's been using like just better stuff most of the time.
He's a cheeser I respect. I like him. I feel like this entire call would be biased to Cindy, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna bullet Cindy because you know, fuck it.
I literally never know what kind of crackhead shit he'll come up with.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Or it could be completely standard too, and that's always dangerous too.
Yeah. I actually think he has a pretty good like outlook on building in general. Whenever I've built with him, it's always felt pretty good. Askov versus Steven. I personally am an Askov fan.
Kendrick Steven the Third, excuse you.
Yeah, Kendrick Steven the Third. I'm sorry.
Said. No, I was talking about Viv.
Yeah. How we feeling? I know Pack is a Kendrick Steven the Third stan. I personally always enjoy Askov.
I've actually watched him play like twice.
Okay, well, shit.
We got 3-1.
I'm a Kendrick Steven the Third fan. I think he's taking it. That's big kick.
Damn.
Like, homie's gonna tear it up. That's all that needs to be said.
When you got TDK and Solwyn gassing you up in your battle chat, that's when you know you've made it.
I'm saying, dude. He can't ever gas y'all. He ain't never gassed me, but he gassed K Steve.
Yeah, that was like the first time I've ever seen Solwyn say anything positive about another player on this site. So
he is currently 2-2.
He must be Jesus.
He must be Jesus.
Must be Jesus.
Yeah, K-Steve is 2-2, whereas Askov is 3-1. I think I'd favor Askov here.
Yeah.
Might not be the popular opinion in this call, but
I mean,
I think he's definitely more skilled.
In reality, I think Askov is the better player here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, he's been pretty active in SSU for like the last 9 months, something like that.
Yeah.
He's done pretty well in it. So
Askov has more experience, more success.
Steven gets gassed more here, but
yeah,
I think in reality, if Askov doesn't bring junk, then
I agree.
He'll be able to outplay most scenarios.
I agree.
I will say this, not to rush or anything. I'm sorry, Viv. Pushing the video a bit.
No,
but,
I was about to introduce it myself. So go ahead.
This next matchup is looking kind of lit. I gotta be honest.
We made it through SS. Let's go. Okay.
I will say this: Corazon 2-0'd my ass in the last SM Grand Slam, so I gotta go with him. The French always win. That's what I've learned playing Pokemon.
He isn't God Moot though.
That's fair. Hey, I mean, God Moot is benched currently.
I mean, like HS's team is just saving their power for playoffs.
The Brazilians want to lose.
Yeah.
They have a reason. I don't know what it is, but they want to lose by benching Godmute.
Yeah. Who was in SM before?
Okay, but real talk.
Dude, it was
talk,
fucking Splaforge.
Oh, yeah, because this is the first time I'm seeing Cora starting.
Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't starting the whole time.
Yeah, why didn't they?
He should have started week 1, honestly. But
who's been playing SM for them before this?
HS and then Splaforge.
And then
okay.
Splaforge.
Okay, but HT, real talk, he could be 4-0 right now if stuff went his way. He's been pretty convincing.
No, yeah,
also, he was 10.5, which is fucking ridiculous. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh, 100%.
I don't understand that.
It feels like he hasn't played in forever, but he just showed up.
Like literally last UPL, but
dude, he
no, he can always show up and do his thing. This is his tournament historically.
How many other people you know have gone 9-0 in EUPL?
CBU? Cristo?
No.
CBU
well, Cristo went out. Yeah.
Oh, did CBU?
The point is, it's very few, so HT's got it going for him.
When the fuck did Andy go 9-0?
He went 9-1 actually.
Oh, Blunder went 11.
Oh, okay.
Blunder went 11-0. Well,
he went
11-0.
Yikes.
Oh shit. Yeah, I mean, I personally would bold HT here. I like Cora. I think I absolutely think he should have been starting from the get go without question. But I mean, I am a big fan of Harrison Toenail. I really like him just like as a person too. I don't know too much about Cora as a person. I'm literally just blatantly stating my bias. I don't really care because obviously who you are as a person doesn't fucking have.
Listen, I liked Andy so much as a person that I quote unquote accidentally leaked to him Pac's team one time while drunk. Pac had to rebuild his entire team in 24 hours because of me.
Oh my god.
But Cora's like we were just gassing up Andy, but Cora's really good too. I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Like especially in this tier.
The thing is, Cora's like one of the 3 human beings alive that actually enjoy SMUU,
and he's completely shameless, which is a big factor in this tier.
Mm-hmm.
I will also say maybe I'm insane, but SM to me has seemed like a meta that hasn't really changed too much since it was like actually current gen.
Yeah,
maybe I'm crazy, but it hasn't really changed that much.
Well, it's still like somewhat fresh. I feel like ORAS didn't start shifting until like quite a while after it was no longer current gen.
I feel like that kind of I don't know. Maybe it was just like a one tour run. So I didn't really keep up with anything he did afterwards. But when he had his UU Open run, Corazon or like he did very well, and I feel like his understanding of the meta was really good. He performed pretty well. So I think he needed one snake. Oh, did he?
I think. Oh wait, there's some played in that snake in HD1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cora brought some like Blissey.
HD had a good ass snake from what I remember.
Yeah, he did really well.
Yeah, he did.
He was like 6'3". Yeah.
I don't remember what UUPL it was, but HT was the one guy I know to test versus my team. Sorry, he was testing versus me the week I played him. It was an interesting thing. Like, I don't know what kind of confidence you can get, but there's HT for you.
Yeah, I like HT. I'm personally bowling HT, but I think Cora's great, and I think he will do well this tour.
Assuming yourself to win hard enough to test like that, Ryan. Are you really playing?
Wait, the next one already happened?
Yeah.
It already happened.
Yeah. Chite won.
All right, well, on to black white then, I guess.
Yeah. Aldo versus Foley.
This is. I don't think anyone's gonna like pretend that Foley isn't the better player here.
Yeah.
But I don't like. So Aldo, he's been in he's played a little bit in the past couple tours, and I think he's been building his own stuff, and he's actually been using some pretty cool teams.
Aldo's active. I like him.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can really sleep on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I would still lean towards Foley because
I would too.
Foley.
Yeah, it's hard to predict against him, even when he's like not taking it seriously. Like right now, like he just kind of pulls wins out of his ass.
Yeah, especially in a matchup that's like like someone who historically does not have any BWUU experience, and like for example, if we did power rankings like on the BWUU pool with him in it, with Aldo in it, Aldo probably would be last. But I like him a lot. I think he deserves more chances in tours like UUPL and stuff like that, because he's active and a good guy. But yeah, I personally would definitely go fully just because it's fully and for no other reason. Any objections?
No.
You won't fully. You pulled them right now.
Yeah. Okay. Donnie
Banger.
Piest, how do you feel about the nudes versus the Hawk?
Nudes versus Hawk really is Tomahawk's chance to play me again, because Nudes can reuse something that I built 3 years ago, and he's probably going to pilot it very well. It's going to be a fun game to watch. I don't know who I'm rooting for, honestly. They can both very easily win it.
Mm-hmm.
I naturally give the edge to somebody who's building for themselves, so I want to say Toma.
Yeah, that's
well.
I would love to see Nudes win with one of my teams again. That would be dope.
I would like to say I after looking over all the matchups, I will say this is the second out of 3 times I will say this. DPPUU game of the series. This is the best game of the series, I think.
Right.
And I'm definitely in favor of Toma, to be honest.
Yeah,
Toma seems like a really nice guy, and he puts a lot of effort into building. So I gotta go with him.
Especially though.
Yeah, I agree.
Again, it's probably gonna be a great game, but I feel like Tomahawk just has like a higher ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Look, guys, something interesting to note is Thiago's probably been the underdog in 3 out of 4 of his DPP matchups so far versus Donnie P versus Fatty and versus Aesop, and he won all 3 of those games.
I mean, he's very good.
He is very good, and I feel like he's always the underdog in these sorts of matchups. So
yeah, I would not be surprised to see him win here.
For sure.
Like looking at the pool, I would have a hard time predicting him against anyone.
Bro, Nudes was 3K. How did that happen?
Was he actually 3K?
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
What?
I was upset about it.
He did well in Snake for us too.
Yeah, didn't he do well last UPL?
The UPL.
Yeah, no, he's been popping off for like
what? He was 3, dude.
Just consistent.
All I'm getting from this is HS is a genius. The 3K army strategy is god tier if you keep getting players like Nunes. Like what?
Yeah, he actually got a lot of steals
absurd.
at 3K. He got List for 3K. He got Nudes for 3K. Some other goons.
Oh, if you get Nudes for 3K, that's honestly, you might as well buy an old at that point.
Yeah, fuck, dude, why not? He also got God Mood for 4K.
HS just made good bargains. That's all he did.
Okay.
The mood trade is the steal to top them all, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. So Blast versus Shiba, I'm pretty excited about. I'm a big fan of both individuals.
Oh yeah. My game against
Shiba.
Shiba.
You get into who?
My game against Shiba last week has made me realize that this tier is going to turn into Black White OU number 2 eventually.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
We're gonna have Quillfish and the Goons come up instead of Smurf coming back.
Yeah, to all the fans at home, Black White 2 OU is the meta TSR said was worse than RBY OU. So.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I meant Black White number 2, but you know, like where HO's just like some bullshit.
Okay, but Shiba's been doing pretty well so far, and Plus, as far as I know, doesn't have much support around him. Right?
Yeah,
seems like he's recycling. Yeah.
And
that's what I thought.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anyone building him ADV shit on that team.
No.
Like, just based on that, and also just the team's general momentum, I'm going to give it to Shiba because, Smashers are 3-0. He's kind of hitting his groove, so. Or 4-0. 4-0? Yeah.
Shiba's 3-1, yeah, and Smashers are fucking murdering.
Yeah, dominating.
Yeah, I am actually with Shiba's like a whole. I'm gonna be kind of rude here, but with Shiba's whole disposition on how he plays Pokemon, I am like really shocked that he just like adapted so well to.
I was
not like shit, like not using Hypno anymore.
I will say I was actually about to talk about that because from what I've been talking to Shiba with, like what we've been talking, and I think he has been adapting to a lot of ADV trends very well. So I'm gonna favor him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I personally would favor Shiba as well. I'm a Shiba fan. I think he's good at Pocket Monsters, and I think he is very worth however much money he was to buy himself. 13K. Yeah, that's great. He's solid.
Oh, worth it for sure.
Yeah.
I think I think a little bit of a factor in it was like 80 VPL starting before this, so then there's just like a bunch of people that are also in this tour just like testing 80 VU shit a bunch. Because I know we did, and then he kind of like got to feel how like the Vileplume and Gligar Walrein stuff.
Yeah. He's always been a big ADVU fan. Like just in like the past like year and a half, I feel like he's just randomly like added me to say like ADVU is the best UU, like just at arbitrary times, just because he wants to say his opinion on the tier he enjoys. But yeah, we got to move on to LPZ versus HSA. I feel like all of us are gonna vote HSA just because.
Yeah, he's been popping off.
Okay, here's my reasoning.
Okay.
It's HSA and it's not the show, so he's gonna win.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
boy.
fair. That's true. So LPZ, I don't really know him or know much about him. I do know I think I played him for like SM Cup or something and won, but I remember being like kind of impressed with him. And I know he plays like a bunch of UU old gens, so I would like to see him just like start winning games in a UUPL, so
he's
he like gets name recognition. But yeah,
when I was like making a draft plan, he was like the perfect 3K super sub because you could just like put him everywhere and get something like at like worst average.
Yeah,
I've seen him play.
Ended up not getting him.
I'm glad you guys brought that up because in last Classic, I know only top 8 advanced to the playoffs, or maybe it was top 16, but he was right below that cutoff range because he was consistently doing well in old gen UUs across the board.
He beat me in the Classic tiebreak.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
And I'll even go as far to say that he's Thiago-esque in terms of like his game sense and how well he can play overall. So
I've seen him play like every old gen lower tier on the face of the planet.
Yeah, he wins. He wins a lot of them.
Okay.
But yeah, HSA is the king here for sure. It's hard not to bold him.
Okay, next one, Mensmeet versus Robert. I feel like Robert is Robert. I feel like there's not too much more to it.
Anybody not vote for Robert Jr.?
Yeah, like
that man won 2 ratings. Come on.
On paper, there's like no way he loses SM, and he probably has the better ORAS team. I think SS could be a toss-up because
maybe
the Brazilians are coming up with some.
Mensmeet's actually doing really well. He's 3-1, but it's still Robert.
Yeah. I actually watched Mensmeet's best of 3 in RUPL against Tonila last night, and it was like actually a super fire series to watch. I enjoyed like every bit of it.
Hey, well, good for him. But
if Chris Wenko was here, he'd say, "You mean MNCMT, dipshit?"
No, I was the one who said that because I've never said this man's name out loud. But yeah, I mean Robert.
All right, gentlemen.
Robert. I feel like there's not much else to it.
Before we move to the next series, I'm gonna bow out. Y'all have a good rest of call.
All right.
Damn, you don't want to join us on the next hour of this predictions call?
we're
I would love to. I would love to. I have exams tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Love you, Carlos.
Goodbye, Jonathan.
Okay. We're moving the fuck on. Yeah, same.
All right.
Everybody sub if you want to see Carlos do well in his exams.
Absolutely.
100%.
Okay, monsters versus ladies.
Wait, before this, I just want to say subscribe to Prepare to be Chaz on YouTube.
Oh yeah, no. Link his channel in the description immediately.
Yeah, and with Pack saying that, I really quick want to say Bush Tush over Pack.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
I'll take it for more so.
Let's start with Beautiful versus Ajna, and why we're all bolding Ajna, just because we ranked him number 1 SSUU in this tournament, in the PRs.
True.
He was like straight up number 1.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, I'm not gonna pretend I follow SS, but that was still very jarring to see.
Dude, yeah, I mean,
no. Like I kind of get it the more I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, the SS pool, like it's good, like around the across the board, but it's not like it's not super top heavy. So, I'm pretty sure I put Lax number 1 from what I remember. But Ajna,
it was between the two of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lax Somalia on the monsters before Somalia,
Somalia
Donna.
friends, yeah.
Pop quiz real quick. Without looking at the sheet, which of these two do you think has the better record right now? Or do they have the same record? What do you think?
I feel like Buddha.
I've seen them
Power
both doing
Beautiful's
pretty
only
well.
won like one.
No,
Yeah.
Beautiful's been really. I thought he was doing
Beautiful's
really well.
3-1. Ajna is 2-2.
Yeah, okay. That's
Oh.
actually what I thought.
I feel like I keep seeing people.
So is that worth something? Is it worth?
Yeah, no, I've definitely seen Beautiful win several
Is
games.
it worth maybe bolding Beautiful over Ajna for this matchup?
Maybe.
What do
I
you
mean,
guys
I
think?
personally would still bold
Maybe.
Ajna just because he pops off in UU tours. But I do like Beautiful. I would like to see him succeed.
He's been popping off. In general.
Yeah, Ajna's really consistent, but maybe with the momentum, Beautiful gets it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt that these two players are definitely getting teams passed to them. So I guess that's probably the X factor here. Like how cohesive those builds are going to be.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like in totality, these are two goons. So like, there's only so much we could say.
Yeah.
Like you might as well just fucking flip a coin based on like
Right,
who
right.
has the better track record. I think Ajna does, but at the moment, Beautiful has a better record. So like, whoever you want to bold is whoever you want to bold.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to bold just on them getting past teams because it's like TDK versus Adam, and like they're always pretty creative, but always super solid teams.
Yeah, exactly.
One less metric to judge them by. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's just move on to Cole versus Felly. I really like Cole. I also really like Felly. I think Felly has more UU experience this gen for sure. I do really like. I fucking love teaming with Cole. I feel like Cole is just like such a great person to team with because like he just has such refreshing like insight. I feel like just on building.
Yeah, I love seeing him active because like the last few years before this, he'd be like that guy that you like buy for 3K, and then you have, if you do start him, you have to sub him out every Sunday. But that's just like not a thing anymore. I wonder what happened.
Yeah,
but
love for the game and being part of the jerk will do that too.
That's true.
I
honestly though, I hope he loses this week.
Oh,
yeah.
True.
I wonder why.
I personally would bold Felly just off of like I feel like in SSUU Felly's name holds more weight. I know Cole didn't have the best. I think he went 0-3 in UU Snake, but I do really like Cole and I would like to see him win every game he plays.
Cole's insight and the way he like builds and EVs all of his stuff is just
meticulous.
It's meticulous. It's like in a league of its own. I didn't want to say like on another different dimension, like how Ryan builds, but
yeah. Okay. We can move on to just bolding Star over Ramelos because Ramelos doesn't win Pokemon games. Unless someone here objects, and then we can all make fun of you for objecting.
Yeah, so anyway, Bush versus Pack.
The Ramos shade. Oh no.
Bush versus Pack. Who is winning this matchup? This is actually a pretty hot one. I would much rather prefer
Since you're
Gary
the most well versed in SM in this entire call, and you're not biased here. Like you take a crack at it. What do you think?
Oh, Pack?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think Pack is gonna roll up with probably a decent matchup because Bush has just kind of used like aggro and Amoonga stuff all tour, from what I remember. Maybe he'll stall Pack or some shit and end up getting a good matchup. Maybe. But
always a possibility.
I think if Bush rolls up with like aggro and Amoonga shit, he will probably lose. Because Pack will end up with a matchup that's like at least even. And probably just end up winning based off of being, I personally believe, the better SMU player. So I would definitely bold Pack, but I think Bush can definitely take this, especially if he ends up with a good matchup. Like I think Bush is a good player, and I like Bush generally.
Sure, for sure. How did the SPL games go between you two? I don't remember truthfully.
Yeah, me neither.
I guess I can say it. Played in SPL 9, and he used Sun against me, and I had to see him Chandelure that just won. Although I played pretty good.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, that game. Okay.
Well, shit. So,
well then,
any objections to Pack bold?
Honestly, I think Pack will win this pretty solid, convincingly.
Yeah.
If he can just exploit Bush just complete lack of patience. Because he's not a bad player, but he's very aggressive and.
It's a double-edged sword.
He's pretty good.
I'm muted for a second. We're still talking about Pac versus Bush, right?
Yes.
I'm not saying Pac should stall. I don't think anyone should stall because then the spectators lose.
Well, I'm gonna say I think worst case scenario for Pac, and obviously me and Pac we've met in person, we've touched tips. He's basically my boyfriend at this point, so I'm very biased, but. I really do think worst case scenario for Pac this season is like a 7-2 record or something along those lines. Like,
oh no,
I think Pac's gonna destroy this tour, and he has been.
You are setting him up for failure. Right?
Reminder: there's no bias here. Absolutely no bias. Because
no bias.
Touch tips.
Okay, listen.
Touch tips. Yep.
Listen, touching tips doesn't affect the fact that he has a 4-0 record. All right.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
That's a big dub for him. Really though, I honestly think this could be Pac entering the undefeated club this year. I think Pac's really been popping off.
I'm not going to.
Fuck you, bro. Jesus, you have ruined everything for him.
Look, man, no lettuce was involved in the tip touching, so maybe.
Hey, you don't know that.
I understand that one.
Yeah, you don't know shit. You weren't there.
Listen though, I can honestly say, this whole call is biased, but I can honestly say I don't think there's an entire. I don't think anyone in the SM pool could get bolted versus Pac, in my opinion. I really like Pac in this pool right now.
5K for an SMU player. I agree. I went ahead and already bolded Gary versus Devin just because I feel like.
Fuck you.
Honestly,
it's a safe pick. Yeah.
It honestly, this is like the impatience thing that I talked about with Bush, but like turned up to 11. Like, and I think, like, I understand Devin being an ORAS after the start ladies had in this tier, but I feel like it's not a very good fit for Devin himself because he is also not patient in game.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying is that the ladies ORAS hasn't made a splash so far?
Oh.
Yeah, all right. So anyway, Bunny versus Coolio.
Bunny versus
Bunny Coolio.
This is for sure the highlight of Black White this week.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I think
is gonna be.
Yeah, I think Bunny is a better player than Coolio, but Coolio has such a deep understanding of black and white, and he's actually trying this tour, which is like fucking crazy to me.
Dude,
it's wonderful.
So, I think this is going to be a pretty good game. I'm actually going to lean like slightly towards Coolio, but I can easily see Lop winning as well.
Yeah, I too am going to lean slightly towards Coolio out of pure bias. Not that I don't like Bunny. I actually really like Bunny, but I feel like Coolio is just such a cool person. I really, no pun intended, I really like him.
This is literally a battle between two schools of thought here. Because Coolio's really big on what the black-white trends were at the time it was a current gen. And he has a good sense of, basically everything the tier has to offer. Whereas Bunny's more new to the tier.
Yeah.
He's built good teams. He's had good success. But I wonder how those two styles are going to clash. I wonder if Coolio's experience is enough to top Bunny. Because he's probably one of the best players on the site.
Yeah.
I'm being quite honest.
Yeah, this will be a good game to watch either way. Like, they're both going to use really interesting teams.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring the finest rain in all the lands.
Oh, baby.
If someone rains, I'm going to be so beyond
If I said all that just for Coolio to rain, I'm going to be pissed.
I'll be unbelievably pissed.
Honestly, this entire, Monsters vs. Ladies series has a lot of hot matchups, because Tony versus Fatty is pretty exciting as well, if this game even happens.
Definitely.
Because I know Tony FF'd not long ago against whoever the fuck.
Chill Shadow.
Chill Shadow.
Chill Shadow, yeah.
I personally am gonna lean Fatty just because I really like Fatty, and he hasn't done too well this tour, and I really want to see him catch dubs. I know he won last week, so maybe he's got some momentum now. But I can definitely go either way because I know Tony's great as well.
Fatty has been struggling, but it's last week was his first week in DPP, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he did start off with a win, so
That's why
seems to be going well in DPP.
Go for it.
Yeah.
So this female will just PM me some harassment. I think I'm gonna leave the call.
Oh my god.
Tell the viewers.
Holy shit. Okay.
I can't say it out loud because it's gonna leak things. So
Okay.
move on.
Oh, Viv's gonna get demonetized. Shit.
Dude, come on, man. My career is on the line.
I think it's worth the demonetization. Actually, I think you should just say it.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna bolt
fair enough,
fatty.
fair.
I'm gonna bolt fatty and move on
Yeah.
because Tony will
That's
FF
fair.
anyways.
This next one's
I'm
really
gonna bolt
interesting.
fatty too.
Yeah. GC. Fuck you. GC versus Christo.
GC.
Oh, yeah?
Listen, Christo's a
Elaborate.
very talented person, but I think there is only one other person I can think of that rivals GC for the most knowledgeable players and most talented builder in AVU, and that's like maybe Boof.
Yeah, I agree.
Like GC is extremely talented in this tier. I will never bold against him, honestly, unless he plays Boof. If he plays Boof, I'm bullying Boof.
He already played Boof like last week, I think, or the
who won? Wait, am I gonna look like an idiot? Oh, okay. No, I'm right.
These are all true things, but that's still Christo.
Yeah.
Also, I have another take on this. One of them is the grade 1.
Excuse you.
Pack cut
So,
out.
like,
Yeah, Pack you cut out.
I said one is the grade and the other isn't, so we're good.
Yeah.
He's the Great White Arc.
Oh, I forgot about that. Fuck.
Yeah, get fucking destroyed. Holy shit.
For my prediction,
real talk, I think while Arc has a fantastic mind for this, usually it hasn't translated consistently enough to like proper playing results. If that makes
absolutely.
sense.
Yeah, you
and I think I favor Christo because of that. Like, I think Christo has a sizable advantage based on that factor alone.
Last week was also Christo's first week in ADV, and Christo won, so he's got momentum. And Arc is 0-2 the last 2 weeks.
He got a bit lucky, to be fair.
Yeah,
but he's Christo. He's very skilled.
Yeah, like Boof was probably just gonna win with that Za too, if it didn't get crit.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, critting the reflect was huge, but
Arc got really unlucky last week too. Like,
I mean,
things just spiraled out of control really quickly.
I don't really catch too many of his games. Like maybe I'm insane, but I don't know. Arc's knowledge of the tier is really strong.
Yeah,
and,
no.
Like Christo's a good player, but I don't know. I kind of favor the experience in ADV.
Okay.
I think in a vacuum GC will win, but the way I'm predicting the game to go, Christo's going to get some luck, possibly talk some shit as he usually does, and then possibly tilt Arc, and then it'll just kind of spiral from there.
Well,
who we bolded?
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's going both ways.
Well, okay. Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
I will say, no disrespect to Christo. This dude is very clearly an insanely strong player.
I like Christo.
But last week in his win, if I recall correctly, he did get some pretty significant luck.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
So how many times are you gonna mention RNG? Holy shit!
Shut the fuck, Excel. Don't make me say all the cancelable things you said.
Oh.
No.
Every single one of them is a pun of some sort as well.
We'll leave that to the viewer's imagination.
Okay. I'm gonna decide who gets bolded, and I'm just gonna bold GC because this entire call is somewhat biased towards GC, and these are indeed biased predictions. So
hey, in fairness, I'm not even biased towards GC. I don't know. The dude knows more about the tier than I think anyone else does.
Oh no, 100.
Except for maybe.
I think literally every single thing about this tier traces back to GC in some way, shape, or form. So
my point was play will always.
You guys are still beating this man off.
Like you have to execute at the end of the day. That's why.
No. You're 100%. Right. I think it's never translated that well in team tours with GC, but fuck it, who cares at this point?
Look, all I know is people did not know you could run Leech Seed and the healing will run Vileplume until it came to the tier. And now I have not seen a single Vileplume without Leech Seed. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, Donut versus Zuko from Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't know anything about either of these people. I don't know anything about JCUU, so I'm not going to attempt to.
The record.
I think I'd just give it to
Donut.
Zakaru, honestly.
I'm initiating the vote to skip this predict.
Okay, yeah. Vote to skip. Anyone else vote to skip?
Probably more informed. Just TDK Adam.
Okay, TDK Adam. In my opinion, this is the best match of this series.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna be great.
Yeah, I agree.
Definitely.
I personally will.
I'll be honest.
Adam.
I gotta be honest. When Adam like jokingly on Smog Source was like, "Hey, let's play right now," and TDK was like, "Okay, sure." My dick got a little erect, like a little bit. I was ready, dude.
Oh, shit.
I thought shit was gonna be lit.
Yeah, well, goddamn. I mean, I personally, I love the dick kicker, but I think I love Adam more because I mean, Adam is so fucking good. Like, I think he's on his way to being like one of the best UUers of all time.
He's already up there.
If he's
not I would
already,
say he's already up there
because I don't know, he's so consistent and his mindset is so like just A1 for competitive Pokemon. Like
I have a counterexample.
Okay.
Scarf Serena, he wouldn't let me bring it last week.
Yeah, well, okay. Never mind. I guess.
Yeah, what an asshole! I hope TDK wins.
I guess TDK wins.
I honestly hope Adam dies. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, true. What a piece of shit.
Family friendly here. Family friendly.
It shit happens.
Yeah, listen, we don't have enough. Viv doesn't have enough viewers to be monetized, so it's okay. We can say that type of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I'm bowling Adam.
Yeah.
I feel like both of them bring like really creative, solid teams, but Adam has like that unpredictability factor.
Did someone say creative and unpredictable?
The only predictable thing about Adam, well, I mean, I'm sure there's more, but like that man will never use an Amoonguss ever in his life, and I respect it.
I will also say too, I love Adam. Me and Adam are good friends. I don't know. He's one of the best players I've seen in a long time when it comes to UU. Yeah, I mean, watching him play is always a treat. I never have a bad time watching an Adam game.
100%.
So I'm definitely bolding him just because I think like he's really fucking talented, and I always want to see him get W's. You know.
Yeah. Okay, we are moving on to the last fucking series because
how long have we been going?
For quite a fucking long
for like
time.
2 hours.
Yeah, dude.
Nobody's gonna watch this video.
No, not a single person. But it's okay.
You got to feature BKC next time.
Get him on.
Okay. Indigo
no,
Penis.
Just put him in the title. Say featuring Barclay plus BKC. Go watch.
Indigo Penis versus Nat. Don't be too biased.
This is a tough one to predict. No, this is actually a tough one to predict.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that as Indigo Plateau's #1 fan.
I'm gonna pick Indigo Plateau's opponent.
Okay.
Yeah, IP is actually a fucking piece of shit. I'm actually to all the viewers out there, be prepared for my hit piece I'm about to write about how IP is both a pedophile and a racist. So we're gonna have to go with Nat on this one.
He also verbally abused me in underused snake draft.
Okay. Maybe not having Wenko was okay because we have Noah Thisbemyalt here.
Yeah,
thank God.
Everyone go on Twitter and start the hashtag cancel IP.
Yeah, just bold
okay, we're bolding that and we're moving on.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Umbry versus
Okay, Dave, you're not allowed to talk about this one.
Umbry.
Okay.
This is an easy bold for me.
Okay. Timmy, you're also barred from speaking on this. Simp. Anyways,
who's allowed to speak on this one?
The other nonsense in the call.
So me?
Yeah, it's just you. You're the only one.
It's just you.
Unbelievable.
All right. Relax.
I gotta be honest. I don't really know anything about other player. But I swear to God, like within the last couple of days, I heard Umbry was popping off in something. So I'm gonna say Umbry.
Umbry's popping off in everything.
Yeah. Literally.
Oh, lit. All right, well, Umbry, let's go.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to say something boots, something teleport, but he exceeded expectations.
That was great analysis. Great job.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Wilbur versus Expulso. I'm bolding Wilbur.
Oh shit!
Yes. This is the
this one.
Okay, so allow me to say this. We have 3 former DNCs in the call. I think this game. No, hold on.
No, we're not going there. No,
let me say this. Hold on, no, you don't want to
say it.
I actually think Expulso's gonna bring some heat because when we were on the DNCs, he talked about bringing like a lot of different things, and so I expect him to bring something interesting. And it's just a matter of, is this shit actually a hot tech, or is it just not used because it's not good? And I think it's like 70-30 in favor of it's probably not going to be good.
It is take a turn.
And also, no lie, Lil Bert, she is the Let's Go Pikachu EV champion. The only time I check UU Disc is when Lily asks me with a link to that game. So gonna have some bold Lily here.
Okay.
Some solid reasoning.
Yeah, that's fair.
Shows how to use Mew and Mega Venusaur and shit.
Yeah.
Lily's team choice has been kind of questionable.
Yeah, she is not having a good tour. But hey.
Yeah, I actually have no idea.
Like that outdated electric drain cheese. I was like, what is this? Is from like 6 months ago.
It could absolutely go either way.
Right.
Lily's not having a great tour.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Idols in general are doing really well.
Yeah. Idols are popping the fuck off. Their SS core is very good. It's I feel like we should just move on though. At the end of the day, Lily's the TL. Expulso. This is his first starting.
Expulso do be kind of using those no Kangaskhan ADV teams.
True. Yeah.
And he wins with them. TSR. Are you gonna disrespect them?
Oh shit.
You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Okay, guys. Peter Dick Timmy versus Ziri.
What?
I don't know, dog.
PDT's kind of lit.
I love PDT.
No bias predicts. I know nothing about Ziri's like actual talent level except he smoked me in an RU tour once. So I'm going PDT here because his cock is massive.
You're talking shit about your fellow Diancie?
Wait, was Ziri on Diancie? I don't remember that.
He was one of the few people that did well.
Tank Dictator. In week 1 of UU Snake, this man was your teammate.
Dude,
Ziri, if you're watching this, I apologize. If I draft you for another UU tour, I will.
I'm sorry. The only person I cared about in that tour was Ryan, and then I shit on Excel every week he lost.
Which was every
week. You really found out Chris Mike is something that.
Okay. Dude, okay, I'm sorry. Ziri smoked me in one tour, and I was like, all right, this guy's pretty lit. And then I totally forgot he was on our Snake team. Actually, our Snake team had like, I'm pretty sure our Snake team had like 3 out of the 5 people that knocked me out of opens that year. Because we had ESM who knocked me out of LC. Ziri knocked me out of RU. Sure. I'm pretty sure there was one more.
Well,
all right, you know what? I'm on Ziri's side now.
Yeah. I'm just gonna bold Ziri.
Nice damage control.
I love PDT. I love PDT, but I'm gonna bold Ziri just because of how much Noah Thisbemyalt disrespected Ziri in this video.
I'm sorry.
Okay, Cake, the God versus Joris. How do we feel?
The highlight match for ORAS.
I can't pick against the king.
Yeah, this is seriously.
Joris is just another lemming for him to destroy.
Nice word.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that means.
That's a word chosen by King.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but I'm gonna bold Kink just because of that word.
He's got the EV.
I mean, that is the best ORAS UU player.
Yeah,
gotta
King.
Kink will absolutely bring 6 Pokemon with EV spreads, all divisible by fucking, I don't know, 1632 everywhere. And
featuring Forgers and Sylveon, but it's gonna win somehow.
Yeah, and it's gonna win somehow. And fuck it, dude, why not? Amok versus Solwyn.
It'd be hard to bold Liam here.
I agree.
Very hard, indeed.
I think this will be a pretty good one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should
eventually. Yeah.
Like, I'm assuming Chill is giving Solwyn all of his teams.
Yeah.
And Chill has some pretty fire black and white teams, so yeah. I think it's
Solwyn.
Well, like I think Amukamara will at least go down swinging.
Yeah, I agree. Esh versus Chill. I personally find it very difficult to bolt against Chill in like every matchup except Donathan Penis.
Listen, Viv,
I'm actually not allowed.
I have to say, TSR, shut the fuck up, Viv. I have to tell you, this is my 3 out of 3 time of saying DPP is the highlight of this series.
Give me your 3 out of 3 time telling us that you're no Zerius.
Shut the fuck up. Dude, okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Noah, if this is the highlight, who are you taking?
Oh, this is tough. Oh man, I honestly throughout the entire week, this might be like the most 50-50 matchup out of them all.
Really?
I don't know.
All right.
They're both really good.
I love Esh so much.
Now that Noah's not telling me to shut the fuck up, I'm going to say that I'll get grounded if I don't bold Esh.
Okay.
I really do think this is super hard 50-50. Like we talked about this earlier. The DPP pool is very lit, and I feel like Esh and CS. I don't know. From what I've seen from both of them in DPP, they seem on very similar skill levels.
That's what I was thinking.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they're both 2-2. I fucking love Esh so much. I think Esh is incredible. But maybe I just have like a ridiculously high opinion of Chill Shadow, but I feel like he's God.
Ash's 2-2 is a bit lopsided, by the way.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say Chill Shadow's not God.
Ash plays some ADV.
I was going to say that Ash started the tournament playing ADV.
Yeah.
So that 2-2 is not just a representation of his DPP.
Yeah. So what is he?
Chill Shadow's really good too. I think both are really good. It's going to be pretty close.
Well, he's 1-1 in DPP.
Okay. I think I'm leaning towards Esk a little bit. I think he plays well in everything he does. Like I feel like I never see that man misplay.
He also plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
I also feel like he has like a
big edge.
I feel like he has a refreshing take on building in general and like everything he does too. He always brings kind of cool shit. I like Ash a lot, but I think Chill Shadow is incredible. So I don't know.
See, I mean that's why I said it's like a really hard 50-50 is they're both really talented players, and if I'm not mistaken, I don't think DPP is either of their like quote unquote like main tiers, but they're both really fucking good at it.
Well, it is kind of for these days.
I feel like Esk would qualify.
I do think, in all seriousness, I like Esh's take on team building a little bit more.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it sounds like we're pretty even. We're just gonna have to go to the tiebreaker. Just one play.
Flip a coin.
Just say the spectators will win this game.
Okay. So
we have to move on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to include BKC in the title of this video.
Yeah. Okay. Job of the HUD versus Boof.
We're already 4 hours in. Like people stopped watching 3 hours ago.
Boof. I think we can hard bold Boof here. No cap.
I agree. Boof versus Jabba.
Let's be real here.
What's Boof's score right now? What's Boof's score?
I think he's 3-1. He has lost last week to Christo. Luck.
Due to RNG.
Oh, because okay. I was about to say, outside of Pac, I think Boof is the next slated to be like undefeated. But yeah, I guess he did lose to Christo.
Is there anyone that's 4-0 besides Pac?
ODR.
Yeah, there's like 5 people.
ODR, yeah.
Mine's 3-0.
Kaori is 4-0.
Oh. Well, that's GSC. No one gives a shit.
Oh yeah, true.
Someone rips apart the GSC pool every year, and no one gives a shit.
Yeah. Who the fuck cares?
Yes, just lost actually.
I'll tell you who gives a shit. The manager of the Idols, which I believe is Chill Shadow. He gives a shit. He's very happy about that 4-0.
Okay. Mr. Numbers versus Kaori. Kaori is the 4-0 one, but Mr. Numbers went like 9 million in last UUPL.
Isn't Mr. RNG having a really good season so far?
He's 3-1. His only loss is the show.
Okay.
That's his cousin Noah Wank.
Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but every time I don't know shit about GSC, but every time I see this guy play, he does definitely get lucky. Like he's good. I've seen him playing like SPLs and shit. Like he's very clearly talented, but he's also lucky, which is some would argue a talent in Pokemon. So. Good for him.
Yeah, unbiased take. I did team with Mr. Numbers last year. I do remember his game versus Kaori. He won that one pretty convincingly. Like, there wasn't much RNG in there, and he ran circles around Kaori. So I'll go with Mr. 378 here.
I will too then.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, not only is he lucky, but like in GSC, like when you're down, sometimes as someone that plays OU, I can tell you, like, if you're down, sometimes you have to like go for those outs if you want a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't just get lucky; he goes for them. It like takes his outs. So I respect.
In
it.
the longer games, it is bound to happen. So
it definitely takes that like that presence of mind to say, you know what, I have to go for the luck here, ideally, and you know that actually is like as much of a muse as it sounds like, that is like a skill level to know when you need to go for that.
Yeah, to just accept it and like go for your odds.
Yeah, I agree.
Some of you might cower in fear. Some of you might shake in your boots. But this next matchup, oh boy.
Oh baby. CBU
I
versus
just want to say we
Bugsy.
have 9 people in goal.
CBU versus Bugsy in best of 3. I personally would bold CBU here just based on the past however many UU tournaments.
Yeah, but then you also have to think about what exactly unholy scenario Bugsinator is going to get bailed by.
Yeah, Bugsy is 2-0 at the moment. Actually, what? Yeah, 2-0. CBU is what?
He's struggling this
oh,
tournament. I
shit,
think
he's 1-3. Okay. Well,
1-3, yeah.
I gotta say,
what are you gonna say?
Who did he beat?
Toxic comments incoming.
Sir.
Well,
okay, well, fuck it, fine, I'll say it. I gotta say, obviously CBU has had a weird place in the community recently, but this dude has proved he's very talented, and I'm actually shocked by the 1-3 score.
Yeah, I thought he was doing better.
I am as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like in all honesty, he has another one of those super unique perspectives on the game.
That's
a
way to.
I gotta tell you, before this tour started in the best of 3 slot, I think the only person I would have said it's a clear bold against CBU would be Adam.
Or Rob.
Zachary is 50-50. Rob 50-50 too, like, but like the clear bold is Adam. Like, I'd give Adam the clear advantage. And then like Rob and Zachary are like, that's like a 50-50 to me.
CBU has also historically done pretty well against Adam. But yeah, I like Adam a lot. I think he's top tier.
I don't.
CBU in the last like 2 years has proven he's very good. I remember back when he was in ORAS and like we used to meme on the like Aloe Bliss combination.
It took him like 2 years to like get rid of the meme status, and he's like slowly digging his way back into it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
He even plays OU now.
I know he's really good though. Like I would say CBU, like maybe not maybe he's having a poor showing in this tournament, but I would say he's quite good at UU tiers.
He is having a poor showing this tournament. He also didn't have the best snake, and he also didn't have the best UU snake. But his last UUPL was so like strong that like he definitely set himself like a much higher bar than he used to,
right.
And I think he's really good.
So I know is he was really comfortable with the last iteration of SS that was present in last UPL. Like he spammed offense, he spammed webs, he was very comfortable with that.
Yeah.
This iteration is very different.
Yeah.
He can't use the same methods to that success that he attained last UPL, so it'll be interesting to see how he figures that out and whether the SS game starts in Bugsy's favor and forces him to claw back, or whether he's able to take it first.
Mm-hmm. So are we holding CBU?
I think so.
I think in a vacuum,
yeah.
Like
I would.
CBU has a very offensive mindset, and so like when he like gets the advantage in games, he really runs away with it most of the time.
Yeah.
So if he can start that, then yeah. And honestly, like the 1-3 in the best of 3 pool, I can't even blame him for a record like that. It's super competitive.
Yeah, Sacri's 1-3, and Sacri is Jesus.
Yeah.
Sacri's Jesus if he was French. So I mean, come on.
SS is going to be close. SM is probably in CB's favor, or S is probably in Bugsy's favor. So very close one for sure.
You have to take into account the absurd sequence that will bail Bugsy out of losing a game. So there's that.
Okay, well we are fucking done with these predictions. This has been quite a long video.
Oh, we did it.
I'm definitely gonna have to put BKC in the thumbnail as well as the title.
Actually, you're gonna have to throw in like PewDiePie, Beldelphian, who I'm missing here.
Hello, bro. Oh no. Well.
Oh, Logan Paul. Throw them all in.
Logan and Jake.
Throw one of them in the thumbnail too. Don't want to forget that.
BKC probably is who I would throw in a thumbnail. But yeah, thank
Joey
you.
Kokian?
Completely
you,
rip
boys.
one of Joey's thumbnails.
Thank you for doing this video with me, and thank you for watching. To the one person who has the patience,
subscribe to Prepare to Be Chaz.
Subscribe to Prepare to Be Chaz.
You know that one person is gonna be Ramos, and he's gonna fucking pull up to the part where we shit talk him, and he's gonna instantly click off.
Yeah.
He was your one fan.
Second.
He's gonna watch the
exact
entire
second
video.
in the UPL thread and say some dumb shit.
Yeah.
He's gonna do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Goodbye,
Watch the entire
motherfuckers.
video. Oh, goodbye, gentlemen.